Okay, so I'm on my way to a cardiologist appointment this morning. I have to go for what they call a nuclear stress test. Little backstory is I've had anxiety for a number of years, but never quite like this. And I just had some instances where my blood pressure was going through the roof. I was just having issues where I couldn't even go to work because it became difficult there. My pressure would skyrocket. My heart rate would go crazy. I was, well over 100, sometimes 130, 140, 150, which, that's the range that you should be when you're exercising. And I was getting that at rest, basically. So they got a little bit concerned. We don't know yet what's going on. If it's just something that, has to do with stress or anxiety, or if it is something actually with my heart. I doubt it is with my heart. But it's very strange because anxiety and stress can play a huge role in your health. And, I used to be a professional musician, so I was dancing around on stages and, playing in front of 18,000 people literally on a stage and with no anxiety whatsoever. And now it's, sometimes I go to Walmart, or I can't even go to Walmart or Target or places like that, and I'll have, some attacks. Even this morning, right now as we speak, a little bit, just driving. I know that the traffic is pretty bad, and in my head, that kind of gets me going crazy, and, it's a very strange feeling. I haven't been able to take any medication this morning. Couldn't have coffee this morning either or anything because I have to go to this appointment. But, traffic is absolutely ridiculous right now. So it's, which I knew it was going to be. I don't know why I booked this appointment at 8:15 in the morning when all the people are going to work at 8 o'clock, going into their offices. But I did. So, so we'll give you an update after I get out of the appointment, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm all done with my test, and to say that it was horrible would be an understatement. That was the worst test I've ever had to go through. But I might have to come back again, they told me, but we'll see what the results are going to be. Definitely an interesting test. Not something I would ever want to do again. Problem is that they sit you down in this chair, they inject you with a radiation substance, and then they basically activate your heart rate and get it up to, I don't know what it was, some ridiculous amount. And you're sitting there and you feel like you've been running for 20 minutes and you haven't. So you're just sitting in the chair with all these little electrodes and everything hooked up to you. So it's actually it's a crazy feeling. It's definitely a crazy feeling. You get very flushed, and it feels almost unsafe where you can't catch your breath. It's gotta sit for 40 minutes, and then they brought me into the room to do the photos, once on my back and then again on my stomach. So I guess we'll just wait to hear what the doctor has to say and go from there. Venice by 4th.
She's on the job, but she's staying on Wilshire Boulevard. Old dreams dying hard. He wants you to return his love. Breathing in the dark, weightless, working hard. He wants you to return his love.
Be. If you're somebody with anxiety or somebody that knows somebody with anxiety, you know how difficult it can be. I've heard so many times people just say, just stop, just stop. And you can't just stop. Try telling a heroin addict to just stop. Try telling an alcoholic to just stop. It's a problem. It's a condition. Depression, anxiety, all that stuff, it's real. It's a real condition. It stops us from doing a lot of different things. It causes physical symptoms, and that's when you know that it's a problem, when it actually causes physical symptoms. When my heart rate, I have one of the Apple Watches, when my heart rate starts skyrocketing to 140, 150 beats per minute when I'm sitting down, that's normally what it should be when you're running. Or if I'm, this morning when I was driving to the appointment, I had to pull over onto a major highway and just kind of relax for a second. So, these things do happen. They definitely do happen. I have been on some medication for it in the past, but, it's not stopping me necessarily from doing what I'm doing, but it makes the fight a lot harder, definitely. And it's very hard for people around me, my family, my fiance, it's definitely difficult for people. It's nothing that I'm embarrassed about. It's nothing that I can stop. I've talked to people before. I've, seen therapists and stuff have been great. So, it's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be embarrassed about. So we're just going to wait and hear what the doctor has to say. Hopefully it isn't something with my heart. It very well can be. My pressure was up to 170 over 100, which is quite a bit. So I guess we'll just see. So to be continued.